As human beings, we radiate a very low level of electricity that's otherwise known as the electromagnetic field. Ancient systems of medicine, such as Hindu scriptures, like the Vedas, believe that this energy is expressed in 7 layers. Each layer is said to correlate to a different element of your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health. Your aura is thought to be a luminous body that surrounds your physical one. Each layer and any problems in them surrounds your body in a net of energy. What do the different colors of your aura mean? Red, well-grounded, energetic, strong-willed. Orange, adventurous, thoughtful, considerate. Yellow, creative, relaxed, and friendly. Green, social, communicator, nurturing. Blue, intuitive, spiritual, free thinker. Indigo, curious, spiritually connected, and gentle. Violet, wise, intellectual, independent. Welcome, everybody, to Andromeda 7, your celestial gateway, your channel for community support, help, friendship, love, knowledge, and just plain being of value to others. Welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, good to have you with us. And you know what time it is. It's Friday night, and it's time to feed your mind and grow your heart. And I will throw it over to Teresa.
And I shall
Thanks, everybody.
I shall catch it. I shall
Catch it.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. We had a little bit of a technical glitch. Dalibor is trying to join in with us, and he's having some issues with his microphone, so we might see him in the chat room in a little bit, Dalibor Suchi. And before we get started tonight, first of all, welcome to all of our viewers. We've picked up some new folks. We are so glad you're here and found our channel.
You betcha.
And we welcome you and appreciate you, and hopefully you'll enjoy our program. Also, I wanted to thank
some really
everyone.
cool people with us tonight, too.
Yes. I wanted to welcome Smoking and G Sharp. Hello,
Yay!
Smoking and G. Finally,
Hello.
we got you up here, so that's great.
So good to have you with us.
I know, I'm
see
so
you.
excited. Thank you.
This is exciting, huh?
It is.
I love it.
And welcome back, Max Vision Remote Viewing class.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love having you
Glad,
here.
glad to have you here always. And these two are dynamite together because
Yes, they are.
they're a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And when we're in both channels, both of them have their own channels. Check them out. You'll see information for both of them on the website.
We both shared panels too. I've been on her panel. She's been
Yeah.
on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many
Right
times. Mhm.
Yeah. So I thought it would be cool to bring you on here because we just love interacting with you guys. So
Most definitely.
appreciate it.
Yep.
We're waiting for Jeannie and Michael Musgrave Griffin to jump into chat. We do have a drawing for names. So Lori, do you want to get to it later? Or do you want to go ahead and do it up here and we'll just tell Jeannie later?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
Yeah,
I thought we could take a break halfway through
That's fine.
and give her a chance to join in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're raffling away, not raffling, but giving away some items from Jeannie's beadwork.
Mhm.
From the last week's show, she showed you all her beadwork, and we're going to draw names for that a little bit later.
So you took all the names out of the chat thread, and we know who was there. So you're
like 28
pull from
people.
Those. Okay, great, awesome.
Yeah, including a couple that joined us in the public comments and watched the show afterwards too.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and let's acknowledge everybody in chat real quick. Mary Wins, good to have you with us. Let's see, Truth Seeker, always a pleasure to have you. I'm happy to see you in chat. Beloved Abstract, Sip, love it, love it, love it.
Sip, whatever that means.
It means I'm relaxing and kicking back, right?
I don't know what it
Elderberry,
means.
good to see you as well. Thank you, thank you. Gazakov, good to see you. I bet that garden is just popping for you. Let's see
That's
what
right.
else. Who else we got here? Go, good to see you. Always a pleasure as well.
Fire Spirit Girl 13.
Hey,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Melody
Where you
Hills. We got a
been?
lot of new people.
Julie
Nice.
Stowe, good to see you as
Mhm.
well. Pearl Jones, how are you, sister? Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And Jeannie is with us. Hi, Jeannie. Hi,
There's
Michael.
Jeannie
Good to have you with us.
in the middle
Melody,
of dinner. That's okay, Jeannie. We'll take a break later and we'll do the drawing later.
right on. We got
Yeah.
Melody Mills with us as well. Good to have
Welcome,
you.
welcome, Melody. Yeah.
Yep. Looks like I got everybody. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good. Well, this will give folks a chance to trickle in, as we wait.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I know we got a late start, folks,
Mhm.
and thanks for hanging in there with us. Just very quickly, for those who are listening later and now, please put your intents out there for our brother Gary Gazakov, who started a new career working with disabled people. And
Awesome.
it's something new to him. It's different, and he's a little nervous about it. Hopefully, he had a good couple of first days, and I know I saw him earlier. But Gary, we wish you the very best, and our thoughts and good intents are out there with you. And also for our brother Lucky Stone and his wife. So they're having some additional challenges with his
Uh-oh.
wife's illness, and so we just really just nothing will come against them. Nothing will prevent them from their progress. Nothing will cause them to have any kind of um, anxiety or concerns, that they will continue to be strong and have courage to face whatever they need to face together. And they're good, they are good together. So, and all of us are behind you, Lucky. All right. And our heart is
Betcha.
with you.
You
That
bet.
goes for Ken as well, Isby.
Yep.
He's going through some difficult situations with his health and having to make some really tough decisions. And he's actually got a very positive outlook. He's not letting it come into his now, and he's getting some help from
Staying positive. Good.
staying positive and getting help from folks in our community.
Good.
So
That's good that
he's getting
people are
a lot of
helping
love
him.
and support. Yeah.
Good. Glad to
So
hear that.
just
Yeah.
wanted to bring that up so that everybody could keep them in their thoughts and intents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
So all about auras, Lori.
Yeah, some interesting stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Gonna do a little screen share here just to kind of get things going. And I found this really fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So what's really interesting about the auric field is it animates our physical body. The physical body is surrounded by an ovoid made up of 7 layers of the auric field. Now, ovoid, that was the first time I'd ever heard that word, and I thought it was interesting, but it's that egg-shaped auric field that surrounds your body. The other thing I found interesting was that aura that is around your body is like that layer, almost like a layer of protection. There's just so many layers to it. It makes up 7 layers of the auric field. Each layer of the field intertwines and interacts with others. So the 7 bands of the auric field can be divided into 2 planes, the physical and the spiritual. And most people don't even think about this auric field. And if you do, you're not quite clear that there's so many layers and so many parts to it. The 3 physical planes of the auric fields are composed of the etheric body, emotional body, and the mental body. So the astral body is a bridge between the physical level and the spiritual level of the auric fields. The 3 spiritual levels of the auric field are the etheric spiritual body, celestial body, and the catheric body. So the different layers are sometimes referred to as a harmonics because of the colors they emit. In each layer of the auric field is a body just as real and alive as the physical body. So I just thought that was really fascinating. You've got the different layers with correlating with the different colors, beginning with the physical body, and then it extends out into the etheric, the emotional, the mental. That's the physical plane of the auric field. And then we get into the astral plane and the astral body, and into the etheric temple, celestial body, and causal body. So I think it's interesting that when you walk into a room or you're in with a lot of people and you're picking up on that energy, this is the field that is kind of emanating out.
Mhm.
And that's what you're picking up on. It's just fascinating to me.
They
Anyway,
say that they're related to the different layers of our chakras too, the 7 chakras.
right, right.
And they have that root, sacral, emotional, astral,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual, intuitional, and absolute.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's almost like an antenna. It's
yeah,
interesting to think of it in those terms, but
yeah.
I don't think, I never really thought that much about it till I started getting into it and really looking at it and doing the research. But it is fascinating.
There's another
Uh,
dimension to be added to that. We
Hmm.
also have 12 cranial nerves.
mm,
So each of those bodies can also be divided up into 12 sections
mm-hmm.
um, around in a ring, um, indicating each, like you take the aspects of each um, zodiac sign and apply it to it because they
Yeah.
all apply to each cranial nerve.
Huh.
Hmm. Yeah, they
Oh, that's
mentioned something
interesting.
about how the auras are actually keepers, just like our soul is a keeper of the record of our memories of all of our existence.
Yeah. Max is
The
right. Yeah. It corresponds to different chakras.
mm-hmm,
Fascinating.
yeah. Okay, so there's another breakdown on the layers. Lori, did you want to give it a little bit more detail on the physical layer? It says here the physical layer can be diminished while we're awake
Mm-hmm.
and replenished when we're at rest. It's said to be connected to our physical comfort and health, as well as our 5 senses. The astral, emotional layer is said to emit our sensitive nature. It's where we provide self love. Our lower mental is your waking self. So you can use this layer frequently because it's said to be where reason and thought patterns reside. You use the energy of this layer to work, study, focus, and execute on your beliefs and values. The higher mental layer serves as a bridge. Between the other layers, you connect your care for yourself to your care for others. In the spiritual layer, you may connect with other people over spiritual matters, and you're said to grow and shine brighter when you teach, share, and engage with others on a spiritual level. And that's why I say I see that aura around you when you're doing that, Lori.
Mm-hmm.
Intuitional, the celestial plane is said to act as your third eye and helps you see your dreams and be aware of your own intuition and instincts. And finally, the absolute layer is the final aural layer that acts as a net, keeping each of the individual layers confined and balanced in harmony. So each one of those layers has a role, and depending on where you are with your balance, your aura changes, and it can change instantly. It can change throughout the day. It can change from week to week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But each person has like a signature, bottom line, basic aura that they start off with, and that as you expand and grow, so do your auras.
Mm-hmm.
And those who can read those auras and actually see them can tell a lot about where you are
Mm-hmm.
with your health
Mm-hmm. Just by seeing your aura.
just by seeing your aura. And those who perform Reiki, some have the ability to sense that and see aura. And didn't we have a discussion that everything, even in your video, everything has
Mm-hmm.
an aura? All matter has an aura, a natural energy. And so do organs and your tissues in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even a rock has an aura, or a pair of scissors has an aura, which
did you
is
want to show them
amazing.
that?
Yeah, I can show that. You
That's pretty
betcha.
cool.
Yeah,
This is cool.
or a torn leaf, it'll have the remnants of
Mm.
its auric field. If you
Right.
Mm-hmm.
you
You can
take off a
see.
finger, you'll have
Yep.
an auric imprint of a finger.
Yeah,
You
the
bet.
phantom limb. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's what Lori's showing it there in that second row down. Those are fingerprints,
And you can
fingertips giving
see
off
the
an aura.
energy just like it looks just like
There's a chopped off
electricity.
finger
It's like
right
a
there.
filament
Yeah.
Now, is
It
that
is. Yeah.
there is a chopped off finger there, but
right
there's
here.
no auric on the far right there. On the second
Oh,
row
here.
down.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, the
I'm
pinky.
going. Yeah, I guess it would be
Yeah,
over
there's
here.
no auric
Wow.
field though. That's interesting. I thought there
Isn't
would be.
that? That
Can
is
you-
interesting.
Is there any way you can blow that up at all?
Uh-huh.
Let me
There-
try.
there we
Here
go.
we go.
Now, I've heard that we have a detectable field up to 55 feet away from our body.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
Now, for those of you who see auras, I don't see auras, but
I don't
the-
either.
by the extent of them, they only seem to extend a certain distance.
Mm-hmm.
So the aura, is that the interaction between the soul and the body? Because we have a field that's much bigger,
Right.
but we don't see that, or many don't see that one. I don't. As I say, I don't see auras, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Truth Seeker's asking, has anyone used that camera that shows our aura? It's Carillion photography. And
Right.
Yeah, I
Really
wish I had that. I'd
Me
love
too.
to see
They're
it.
really expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He- Heather has one of those at all my relations.
Does she?
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
Oh, really? That is cool.
Yeah,
She
and
can
it
take a
actually-
picture of you?
I haven't done it yet, but it gives you like a 3 or 4 page report on your aura. It's actually fascinating. It costs, I
Wow.
think, $45.
Wow.
Wow.
Question for Smokin' and G. Can you see auras, Smokin' and G?
Yes, I can. And it's under certain conditions, it depends on the lighting and the background of the person and what they're going through. Sometimes when people are at rest, the aura is more at rest. But when they're excited, like someone comes running into a room and telling me something they're, exuberant about, yes, I can see these auras kind of shooting off in the right lighting and such. I always did it kind of as a child. I would what you would call daydream, space out when I was a kid. And you know how you lose your focus as you're like thinking hard on something, and you'll see this like glow around things. Maybe you don't, but I did. And I was
Yeah.
going, what is that? And I thought I was kind of crazy until 10th grade when I took a metaphysics class, and I had a wonderful teacher, Mrs. Matheson. I'll never forget her. And she was teaching us all these things, and she had one class on auras, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm not insane. This really happened, and
I'm really okay.
yeah, I'm okay. It's all right. So yeah, I use it when I can. Like I said, it depends on the conditions you're in and what the person is. But I can tell you this, I think auras are humans' cat whiskers. When you're in a room,
That's a great way
That's
to
a
put
great
it.
way to put it, yeah.
Yes.
Man, what an analogy.
because you'll be in a room, let's say at a party, and everyone's vibe, everything's cool, and all of a sudden that one person walks in, and you don't know why, but they bristle you. It's like, oh, there's something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think it's our auras in the room, and they do go out further than I think we can see. And when you touch that person's aura, it's kind of our cat whiskers to see if things are okay, to let them in closer.
Wow.
Ah, that could
Now,
very well be.
Is your auric
Yep.
field? I was always told that it was as big as your arms. If you put your arms all the way out to the side, that's how big your auric field would be around your body. Do you think it goes farther than that?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I see
Just visually, how visually do you see it? How far?
Yeah.
not very far. Like it'll only be like 3 or 4 inches to maybe a foot out, usually around the head, neck, and shoulder area.
And it is that ovoid shape?
Here, can I bring up a picture? I'll show you what I think.
Absolutely. You bet.
What I think I see. Hold on, just a second
You
here.
got it.
I've actually done exercises, and I've pushed my auric field out about 25 feet away from my body.
Mhm.
Wow. Ooh, great pictures. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, this is kind of what I see, and they're glimpses that, of course, the camera captures this at a slower shutter rate than our eyes do. Not technically speaking. but yes, but yeah, I catch glimpses like this. I'll see a color on a yellow on someone's shoulder, and then like this man,
Exactly.
and a little red over the head.
Huh.
And
You see that one in the middle on the bottom row, third one over?
yes,
That's what I see around certain people in our group, especially when they're on their show, the YouTube channel, like Max. I'll see it on Lori. I'll see it on Robert. Different people when they're teaching. I'll see. That's what it looks like. It looks like that one in the middle there, and then on the elderly couple on the right.
Yeah.
And then on the far right, where that's one that's all bright,
Yeah.
light around it. Okay, that's what I was describing to you the other day. So let Smoking Itchy finish, and we'll get to that one.
Sure.
oh no, please.
That's an absence of color.
It's the absence of color. Like I'll have a group of people over for dinner, and not intentionally, but I had this dining room that had the perfect lighting all the time to see auras. So they were sitting around the table, and I could get glimpses of their aura, especially if they're excited about something coming up, and but I had one person over that was totally like absent of aura. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was a stranger. I had him over Thanksgiving one time through a friend, etc.
Yeah.
And I was concerned. This guy, everybody else I see, but this guy, he was just like blank, nothing. Was he
NPC
ill?
maybe,
Okay, well,
eh?
What was the vibe?
He was very reserved. He didn't give me any impression. He was very polite. He liked my turkey. But
Did you find out later if he was ill in any way?
No, because it was my partner's co-worker. She needed some place for Thanksgiving, so we invited her along, and she brought this friend because he was a tag along, but he was really bright and pleasant, but never heard from him again, kind of thing. Like he was a reason, not a season, kind of. Maybe he was my reason to go. Wow, there are people around here that don't have a lot of energy or something going on.
Wow.
I was wondering
I'll tell
about
you-
NPCs, maybe.
What was
The
that?
reason I asked her the question is because what I was explaining to Lori the other day, that picture on the lower right-hand corner with an absence of color, I've only seen that maybe 3 times around people. The first time when I was a teenager, when an elderly doctor that we were close to was getting ready to die and nobody knew it. And I told my mom, she says, "Why are you so upset today?" And I said, "Because Sam is going to die." She goes, "That's a terrible thing for you to say. Why would you say something like that?" I said, "Because I just know it." And 5 days later, he passed away in his sleep.
Yeah.
The only other 2 times I've seen it's the same thing. Now, this doesn't mean that just because somebody has that they're going to die. I'm just saying that in some cases, it's an indication that lack of color because their energy isn't in balance and they're not putting a whole lot of, their light is getting ready to go out.
By that picture, it looks like their energy's moving up.
Yeah, up and
Like-
out.
Yeah.
Like ascending.
Yeah.
And look how
Just
powerful it
waiting
is
at the
too.
top
It's
for
really
that last moment.
yeah.
hmm
See, because some of the people have like an egg shape, that ovoid, circular shape, and then that last one on all the way to the right, it has all the white. I mean it's got a completely different type of shape, which is kind of fascinating.
Yeah, John, Truth Seeker says it would be interesting to capture the aura of people when they do remote viewing.
There you go.
I've looked
There
into
you go.
Carillion photography, and to buy it, it's really expensive. But yeah, I would have loved to do that.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt.
It'd be amazing to see what it
There's all kinds of
actually does.
experiments I could think of to do with one of those cameras. Yeah.
Let me ask the panel this. There are some, now, there's different schools of thought. Some people don't buy into any of this. They say, it's all a photography trick, or it's just a mishap. Something happens with the photo negative and all that. You don't really see auras. Yeah, I do. Okay, so Are auras a reflection of someone else's state of being, or are they our reactions to their energy? So, in other words, if John looks at Lori and sees an aura, and Smoking and G looks at Lori and sees an aura, and I look at Lori and see an aura, and we see slightly different variations of the color that we're reporting, and we're not in 100% sync. Is there something within us that's reacting to that energy state within Lori where we perceive her aura to be a certain colors? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's definitely your perception because
Yeah,
everybody
I
has
would.
their own perception. Especially
Yeah.
even on colors, you have your own perception.
Have they experimented with that with people that do see auras?
Hmm.
I
Well,
I'd like to
don't
see
know.
that. You know,
and two, we
do,
all
do
have
they
our.
see the same colors? Do they see the same?
See, that's
You
it.
know,
We are
Grandma Brian
known
might
to
have some
have different
experience
light
for that because
spectrums. Yeah.
Yeah.
have you been
But
to any aura classes, Brian?
he just popped out.
He'll be back.
Okay,
Well, when you're
he's
looking
done
at
quite
the
a bit of training in the recent past.
yeah,
So
he
Mhm.
has.
he might have ran into a lot of people that could see auras.
Right. I think he'll be back. I think he's
Mhm.
just has to
Well,
reboot.
you've got the picture here when that freezes whatever image that the camera is taking,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the colors all look the same to all of us. So
Mm-hmm.
it seems to me that the color is the color, and you
That's
can
what the camera
perceive
is
it. Yeah,
taking.
you can
Right.
perceive it any way you want to. But
Mm-hmm. Here comes Brian.
there we go. Ask Brian that
Uh,
question, Max. Max had a question for you, Grandpa Brian.
to your
You've got a lot
question,
of experience.
in our in our
Go ahead.
spiritual development class, probably about 4 different times we have looked at each other's auras, and people would come up with different colors looking
Okay,
at people's
that's
auras.
what I was hoping.
You know,
Yeah.
it's what you almost perceive what their aura is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
Got
where I
it.
Okay.
learned how to. We worked on extending our auras out, but also bringing them in tighter when we need to protect ourselves. If I
That's
had you
very
guys
similar to
around me, I
remote
would
viewing
allow
too.
my aura to come out to encompass you. But if there was someone here that I didn't like, better believe I'm bringing that aura as close as I can to me to protect me.
Yeah, keep that protection.
So
Yeah.
very much personal, like remote viewing.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
yeah.
yes, and I
Exactly.
have I think that from what I'm getting from this and from what I'm understanding with I have limited experiences, folks. I haven't had a lot, limited. But what limited I've had, it seems to me that just like when we're reading tarot or just like when we get an intuition about something for someone, you know how we play off of each other? I might
Mm.
get an intuition or a message for, say, elderberry in a reading, and I've got this intuition, and I'm bringing something to him, which I think is a message from spirit. It's my perception of what's going on with him, and then Lori comes and follows up with what she's getting. So we get pieces of it, just like in remote viewing, like Max said.
Hmm.
We'll all see pieces of something, and it becomes a whole.
Hmm.
So you could have 2 or 3 Reiki healers working on somebody, and each one of them has a slightly different perception of what's going on in that person's physical body, and they get bits and pieces of it, and together as a collective they can help heal that person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we practice
Yes,
healing in remote
most
viewing
definitely.
class, and it's very similar. Like we don't see the aura, but you envision the person,
Mm-hmm.
and their field or their aura will come up in your perception, however you perceive it.
Mm-hmm.
And the injury we're working on will usually show up as some type of a field or smattering of energy doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that actually in the remote viewing. So it is like working with auras, but not with the visual aura. It's
Right.
the
Yeah.
third
Right.
eye. Yeah, you're just using the third
I've
eye.
also allowed, I've also allowed a spirit to come into my aura field. You remember me telling you the story
Ah,
in one
yeah.
of our classes
Uh-huh.
when we were in all my relations, and I
Mhm.
allowed that spirit actually to come into my auric field, and then Jim helped her cross over. But I think she needed that because I mean, I was just emanating as much love as I can when she came inside. Maybe that's what she needed to be able to cross over, which was just an amazing experience. So it's not
Fire
only people
spirit
you can
girl.
allow in, you can allow spirits into your auric field if you so
Yes.
desire. I mean, you know, it's your decision.
Yeah.
Well, I actually had one crash through mine. See, when you become in close proximity with someone, whether it be your mom and you're giving her a hug, or your son or daughter and you're giving him a hug, or a lover, or just a friend you're smacking on the back, your auric fields do
Yeah,
connect. They connect, just as
correct.
we perceive spiritually. So I had a spirit rush through me. Remember that story?
Oh,
How
yeah.
it rushed through me and brought me to
Mhm.
my knees because it made me cold.
Yeah.
It came right, one auric field passed right through another. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that was kind of freaky.
Wow.
So there is collision or connection that with the auric fields. I was just saying, Fire Spirit Girl said, I've seen auras and then realize I'm in judgment space, not our love and acceptance. And then the colors shift. Ooh. So
Wow.
maybe if you have the ability to see auras, you can use that in a positive way. It's like a self check
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
other
could
person.
be.
You know?
Check.
It's like going up to him at a bar, G,
But
Hey, baby, want a cig?
well, I'm wondering, like, if you're in a bad mood, let's say, and then somebody you know very well sits right beside you. They don't even have to put their arm around you. It's just like their aura all of a sudden just envelops you, and all of a sudden you don't feel as bad. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's, I'm wondering too, it's like, does our judgment or our perception help? Maybe they're in a bad mood and we're sending, aura vibes out there to change it. I don't
Yeah.
I
know.
think it just proves how really connected we are. I mean, in the etheric realms, you're connected to everything all the time. But wouldn't it be interesting to even know that you're connected all the time anyway, but most people aren't aware of that?
Yeah, we
I
are.
mean, to some degree,
It's a big electric soup we live in,
it totally is.
and we're just the chunky bits. You're
Yeah.
not even really
That's
salt,
so true.
you know.
So you
The
guys,
chunky bits.
chunky bits.
I love that. Well said, Max.
Well, I don't know how to kind of yeah. All right. So here's another question. Is it easier to see another's aura than our own? And are some more pronounced than others? Well, these photos show that some are more pronounced than others.
Yeah.
But is it easier? Why is it easier for me to see auras in someone else but not myself?
I know. I've tried looking in the mirror, trying to get that great dining room lighting going, and you know, and I can't see mine as well. But I've had others who could see auras very well and tell me what was
Even
going
their
on.
own? Even their own?
I never thought at the time to ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
caught
know,
a glimpse of mine once I have one of those oval dressing mirrors where you could see your whole wardrobe. And I looked it's just like out of the corner of my eye, and I turned my head and I could see momentarily part of my aura.
cool.
But now, to be quite honest with all of you, it could have been a reflection of the sun, because it's a corner cabinet right there too, with three sides or four sides. The angle of the sun bouncing off of that and hitting the mirror, it could have been anything like that.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Coulda.
But I cannot read. I mean, I can't look at my hand and see the aura around my hand. But if I look over and see somebody else's, I might see it. Theirs, but not my own.
Right.
Yeah, I'm better off seeing the aura around a pair of scissors
Yeah.
than myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
That is interesting. Wow.
So I don't know if anybody's heard that or why they say it happens, but see if anybody in the chat is saying anything. It's the same thing, our perception. It's easier to see the answers for others than for ourselves, especially if our energies are not intertwined. There you go.
Yep.
We're not so it's easier to to see it in someone else, and it is yourself. Yeah.
Kind of like a psychic can't really predict or do anything really within themselves. It's always in value to others. I know psychics that cannot read themselves in any way, shape, or form, but they sure can with other people.
Yeah.
But must be something about that.
Now, the value. Let's talk about the value of some of this. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, okay, why are we talking about this? What value is this? What does this purpose does it serve? Well, we just talked about the fact that you can help you with interrelationships and communications, but also helping to diagnose, helping to find something that someone needs work with, like the Reiki healers do.
Mm-hmm.
And psychics have been known, very powerful psychics have been known to actually pinpoint, to actually say, oh my gosh, you have something coming down the pike that's going to affect your kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
And
So like a holistic hologram type thing, like in the future, where it just scans you instead of radiation and all this, taking pictures of your body. It scans your whole body, but sees the auric field as well, and would know from that energy whether or not you're having an issue somewhere, and they'll be able to recognize it.
I think they have that already.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
That's what I was getting to.
That makes sense.
They're able to tell people, hey, you need to start doing these things for your health care in order to before this gets worse. Mm-hmm. So it's preventative health care.
Sure, catching it as early as you can.
Mm-hmm. So that's one application. The other is for self-care, and that is if you're working with someone you trust who can read auras and whether they have psychic ability or not, or true psychic, but the point is that we all have some type of those abilities that we're all relearning. But if you have someone you're close to, they can help point out things that you might need to work on for cleansing your auras and clearing your chakras. So they do help give you a roadmap, if you will, for meditation. And
I think the best way to clean your auric field is to take a bath or a shower or a salt bath. That cleans your aura as well, and cleans that energy off of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it cleans your aura, but I would suggest listening to some frequencies.
Sure, yes. Sure. Why not?
Certainly does help me quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, I think it is. Go ahead, G.
Oh, I was just going to say, I kind of envision humans again, like, you know how a light bulb, you run electricity through it, and while it's in the container, it emits a lux, a light, and then it leaves, right? I see humans that way too, because we're definitely made up of, earth, water, air, and electricity. So when the electricity runs through us, it's lighting us up like that light bulb. And I think it's the different amount of electricity running through us, like you said, and I think it's frequency based. We put off different auras, and it helps shape, I think, us as different people.
Yeah.
I can't. It works with the DNA, is what I'm trying to get down to. It works with our DNA, to emit what you are as a person here on this realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see animal auras?
I do all the time.
Yeah, I would think you would.
The dogs put it off better than humans.
Well, animals see your auric field before they even see you as a human. So
I do. I believe that, especially with cats. I believe.
Yeah.
What
absolutely.
About, because I know they have them. What about trees and forests? Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I'm in the right mood and the right lighting, like I said, as a child, I would just kind of, space off on something I'm thinking, and your vision gets a little fuzzy, and all of a sudden it's like the trees or the fence post or something all of a sudden has this glow around it.
Yeah. Well, that's not too far-fetched. I went to that medieval festival in Annapolis, Maryland, outside of Crownsville. And this was about, probably 25 years ago when I was younger. But always did the Ren fairs and festivals outside of Annapolis. And There's one section of that park that's in part of the forest that's there, and for some reason it always attracted the uh, the folks that were into the occult, but also some of them were more into the Dungeons and Dragons kind of scenarios, and they
Mm.
were also into things like uh, practicing dark arts. And so they tended to be the ones that joined in on the festival that were, gothic, kind of goth
Mm.
like. And I was walking across the field. I think there's an echo, and I'm sorry, though. Nothing I could do about it. But I was walking across the field with some friends, and I said, "Stop, we're not going over there." I felt all this negative energy. And it just so happens they were running a display for old fashioned torture chamber technology.
Hmm.
And I was like, that alone gives me the heebie jeebies. So there's my
Ooh.
perception, right? There's my
Mm-hmm.
perception. And so, but I had a sense that something was wrong with some of these people. And I was telling the others, steer clear of it. Well, just as we turned the corner, you could see the whole glow off of every leaf, off of every tree, off of every branch
Mm.
in that whole forest, kind of like what's happening behind the in the picture with Smoking a G right now behind
That's
her.
very cool.
You could see this glow, and it wasn't a friendly glow.
Hmm.
It was gray and black and very dark uh, lines running through it, and it looked like you were temporarily transported into a different place.
Hmm.
And it was a place where everything was dead, and you could start smelling the decaying flesh. You could smell it.
Wow.
So it was like the surrounding energy from the forest?
Yes, from the whole area that they
Ooh.
were in.
Ooh.
So it wasn't just emanating from them; it was emanating
Ooh, the
and
whole environment.
the whole environment of that section of this huge, I don't know, 12-acre place.
Yeah, it was pulling energy right there in that spot from everything, sucking
Wow.
it dry. That's
So I
how
don't know,
Yeah.
John. Is that a portal or a vortex? I don't know.
something dark absorbing the energy in that area.
Yeah, there you
Eating it
go.
up.
Yep,
You
that
can
makes
leave.
sense.
You can leave an energetic stink on things, though.
Sure, I bet you
Yeah.
can. Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah,
with just intent.
yeah, that could be.
But you could also clean it up as well, couldn't you?
Yeah,
But you would have to really be that much more powerful over it. Your intent would have to just be no doubt in your mind and just tons of love and
yeah.
heart
Well,
space
just
stuff.
knowing what you can do, that you can
Yeah.
do. That's all.
Yeah.
Not the power
Oh,
of God.
really, Fire
You just
Girl?
have to know.
Yeah, we got a synchronicity here with Fire Girl.
Oh, okay.
She also had experiences at the Ren Fair. Yeah.
Wow.
There's something that attracts it from the medieval.
Which is a very dark time.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
dark.
And it attracts certain people
Sure.
that
Sure.
are here to experience darkness, and so
Mhm.
it
Yep,
pulls
I've
that
been to
energy
those
in.
parties. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Pulls
left
that
as soon
energy
as I
in.
could. Yeah, I get it.
You're like, not my vibe. Gotta go.
Yeah, not my party. See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Crazy.
Portland has a lot of interesting characters.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're in Arizona, right?
That's right, and it's such a different vibe. I love it here.
Yeah.
The ports are the places to really stay away from in Oregon. Those ports are,
Weird.
that's where they would beat you over the head and take you and kidnap
No.
you and throw you on a ship somewhere and
Yeah,
sell you
no,
off.
it's true. There's a couple of towns in northern Oregon and southern Washington, right there on the Pacific, that when you drive through them, you can feel it. It's not a good vibe in those towns. There's something wrong.
Yeah, and it's old energy too.
Oh, I bet.
Now
We've
here's-
got,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Spoken in G, Virginia City. And you've been up to Virginia City. You used to live in Reno, Nevada, here where I'm from. And, we would, like, every Halloween, we'd go through the cemetery up there. And you could the hair on the back of your neck would just stand up. Like they were just, like, hanging out going, all right, what's this yahoo up to, What are these
No, it's
people
very
want?
true. The Virginia City graveyard is a rite of passage for teenagers, by the way. For
Yes.
people, kids in the area.
In this
there.
area, yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
I went up there a couple of times, and you're absolutely right. Just some of the, I've gone into some of the now businesses, that used to be something else a long time ago, and they still feel
Yeah.
like something
The
again
hotels, the bars,
yeah,
like the
something's
bucket of
not
blood.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
you feel it.
You can feel that energy up there. And then, of course, that city is just where they mine nickel and silver and gold, and you've got all that metal and everything. So it just absorbs the energy. So, yeah.
That's pretty freaky.
Crazy
I would
and
love to
interesting.
visit it. I've
That's
gotta
how
go.
Zach Bagans got his start in that ghost show, ghost hunting thing.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah. He started up there.
I'll be darned.
I
Yep.
believe it.
Well, I want it's on my list of things to see and do. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a cool place to visit.
This is for Max.
Ah.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Folks who study the auric field and technology, and they say it's tied to not only color but sound frequency as well. Oh, look at Max Cat. What's he eating? A baked potato?
No, that's a rock.
It's just
Oh,
one
he's
of his
licking
rocks.
a rock?
It's a
Yeah.
rock.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I had to interrupt. It was the
Oh, that's
strangest
so
thing.
cute. What
I
the
love it.
heck? Well, you
That's a
don't
mud
see that
fossil
every
heart.
day. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
your art.
recognizes it. He
and he was in a
recognizes it.
playful mood, so I stuck to his face.
He was going to town on that, man.
Yeah, he was. Oh my God.
Anyway, the auras are tied to sound frequency as well. So when you see the rainbow,
Mm-hmm.
and you know all the things that are going on with the rainbow, we just talked about trees emitting their own energy. All these energy fields on anything on the planet are affected by sound wave. So that's why when you play music to a plant, you get different reactions from the plant. You've seen those videos, I'm sure. But it affects your aura. And that's why when we listen to certain frequencies for healing or music for relaxation and meditation, it helps us shift those energies, and you can see the aura shifting. So practice of yoga and meditation and getting Reiki, healing, getting that scalar energy from your guides or others that care about you will all shift. That the sound waves have an effect on your auric field. So you can actually help a person transition and balance as they're clearing out their chakras. And so they recommend meditation and yoga practices for doing that.
Oh. I'm
I'd
still
like to play a
gasping
sound
on
that
the
all
cat
of you.
licking the rock.
I am too. Maybe
That's
if we
crazy.
lick a rock, we can
He's all,
change his
"Nope,
auric.
well, this is good stuff.
I want to play a sound that you guys will all remember.
Okay. We'll
Yeah, I
make the
can't
cat-
believe he did that.
we'll make the cat lick.
On camera. I mean, come on. Did you see what they had on last night? My God. Oh, okay. Here
Oh,
we
Do
go.
you guys recognize this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like when the TV would go off at night back in
Or
the
you
day.
used to pick up a phone and you
Yeah.
had.
Oh, there you go. Dial tone. That's
The
what it
dial
sounds like.
tone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Our government used to like us. They used to play this 528 and 432 hertz
Mm-hmm.
as the dial tone.
Okay.
And so every time you picked up the phone, and that's how they made the phone popular too, because when you picked it up, you would feel good
Mm-hmm.
because it's playing 528 and 432, which are DNA and RNA repairing.
Ah.
Wow.
Okay.
Now that's interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's crazy. Interesting how it all works.
The saying, surround yourself with as many positive energy people as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your circle tight with positive people who bring positivity into your life. It's just when, even virtually, we do it through thought, but when we're physically around people that make us feel good,
Mm-hmm.
we're pushing that aura out, and they're pushing theirs out, and there's connection. And that connection's at a soul level. So you're connecting soul to soul through your auras. So that's why it's kind of good to know how your aura operates and how it works, because as Brian was saying, by the way, he has a family retreat going on right now, so he may have had to sign
He
off.
popped out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
I
to
was
pop
sorry,
out.
gotta go.
Yeah.
I was so hoping to
Yeah.
hear a little more about how he transferred a spirit. Sometime maybe on a show of yours, you'll have him
Sure.
Oh, you
tell us
bet.
that. Yeah.
We'll bring that back. Yeah. So anyway, it's 10 o'clock, and we wanted to go ahead and, while Jeannie was still involved, have
Okay.
the drawing for the names. Now, a lot of the folks aren't here tonight. They'll be watching the program. But there were about 28 folks in and out of the chat room. And I took each one of their names and created it
Okay.
here in a basket. And Jeannie was talking about, hey, there's Jeannie. She was talking about giving away an ankle bracelet or a regular bracelet. I don't know how many. Jeannie, how many names do you want me to pull here? Is it 1, 2, 3? I can't remember. But you mentioned at least one bracelet and one ankle bracelet that you showed us. So I don't want to speak for Jeannie. I want her to speak up and say what she wants to do here. All right. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and pull
Go ahead and pull
name.
the first one, and I'll watch
Yeah.
the chat. See
Thank
if
you,
she
Lori.
responds. You bet.
I'm just shaking it up in this basket. There's
Okay.
all the names are in here. Ah! And about 3 just fell out on the floor, and that's no good.
I like
Hang on.
Fire Spirit's comment. The sound felt like home.
Also, we want you to know we would love to be able to ship things overseas to people, but the way the postal system is rigged right now,
It's god awful
internationally,
expensive.
it's like ridiculous. So
yeah.
It's better off to send them a gift card, like a letter,
Yeah.
yeah,
because it's
Yeah.
I mean it's unbelievably expensive to ship anything
It
outside
is.
of a border.
It's
okay.
really crazy.
Here comes the name,
Okay.
and I have to look the other way because I can't. All right, here we go. Mary Mansfield.
All right.
Mary Mansfield. Yes, I know her, and she's not here tonight, but she'll be watching, and I'll be able to contact her hopefully. So Jeannie, Mary Mansfield, and we'll have to give her the Musgrave Michael email so she can tell you bracelet or ankle bracelet. Okay,
Yay, Mary Mansfield.
Yeah,
right
right
on.
on.
Mary Mansfield.
You're gonna love it. It's really well made, and it's colorful, and she does such a great job.
That's right.
Love it. Yep.
So did Jeannie mention?
No.
Am I pulling 1 or 2? I hope she heard me. Musgrave Griffin. Am I pulling 1 name or 2?
Hello.
Who was
Boy,
that?
Max Kitty's all over the place,
Somebody
isn't he?
just like
My
tripped
goodness.
over something. Who was that? Was that the
Matt.
cat?
There's
That
Max.
was Matt.
He's like half the show tonight. Him and his baked potato rock.
Yeah. Now he's crying.
Aw, let me out. Okay, she said we have 13 started with 14. One,
Huh? She's
Ah,
talking
this-
about something else.
okay.
Jeannie, I pulled 1 name so far. Mary Mansfield. And she'll let us know what she wants. And we'll send you an email through
There you go.
Michael's email.
Yeah.
And did you want me to pull 1 more or just the 1? I can't remember. Do you, Lori?
No, that was your dealio.
My dealio. Oh, sure. Blame it on me. I'm getting crucified here.
You spent the time.
Hi,
going through the
everyone.
names.
There's Scotty boy.
Hi, everyone.
I
Musgrave.
tried to summon him earlier, but he didn't come.
Ah,
I'll pull a second name because I think she said 2
all right. Well, let's
from the
pull one more
previous show.
name.
So I'm pretty sure she did.
Okay.
She said 1 ankle bracelet and 1 bracelet. That's what I remember. Okay. So,
Una más.
all right. We can't do Dalibor.
Uh-oh.
He's in Germany.
Yeah. You're out.
You're out. I can't do the ones that are from another.
I Musgrave.
Huh?
Musgrave, I'm just saying hi.
No, these people are all from. This is Canada, Australia, Germany, and I'm
2 or
dropping a
3,
couple
he
on the
says.
floor.
Your choice. I have enough if they're interested.
Thanks, Max.
Okay. So this is a person by the name of Claudette Male Spina.
Hi, Janice.
Claudette Male Spina. Male Spina? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's what'd she say? 2 or 3. Okay. And don't forget, she makes these and some of her necklaces. You might be able to send her an email. And we'll put the email in the link here. Go. Is Go here tonight? So
Go.
Go's name got
Hey,
pulled.
awesome.
Go.
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 Go, go, go. Junebug!
If y'all hear from these people, if you see them around, if you see Claudette around or Mary Mansfield or Go,
All
let them
right.
know they've won so that they can contact us to get the email
Email's
address.
in the description for you folks. Just
Yeah.
go to the description, email us, let us know, and we'll pass it on to Jeannie Griffin, and she'll get that out to you folks. So awesome.
Awesome.
Great. Fantastic. Any housekeeping before we say our goodbyes?
Yes, actually,
Okay.
we have something new coming up. Folks, you know we've been streaming across 2 channels, right? We've been doing a redundancy so that if anything happens to our server or during a live show, we could start another stream and just pick it up over on the Pure Love channel. So you've been noticing that there's notifications that are sent out for our live shows that show both channels. And we stream over both of those. So that's one piece of information I wanted you to have. So if you find yourself on Pure Love's channel, you're in the chat room, you can see everything Lori's typing in here, but you can't see the other chatters.
Right.
That happened to Deborah Sloan last week. She's like, why am I being blocked? You're not being blocked. Nobody sees you. Nobody sees you. You got to go into the Andromeda chat room.
You're in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong room. So that's one thing. The other is that we're starting up something new and something different that's going to be adding into the mix here with Andromeda. And I'll let Lori explain to you what that's all about.
Sounds good. So over the last 4 years, I've really built a reputation with my spirit guides, and we have quite the spirit team. And they've been getting me to give messages, and I've been getting stronger and stronger, being able to communicate with them and pass on those messages. So Saturday, we're going to run a premiere for the first video. We have one video that's out already, and it's in the playlist on our channel. But if you watch for this icon, it's Spirit Messages, and it's from the Collective Truth. And they're just going to give me some snippets. I'll put it together in a video, and they want to get a message out to people. They want a voice, and they want to be heard. So they've chosen me to give those messages.
Yep. There's a whole collective of them. We each have 3 or 4
quite a few
that work with us, and then they cross over. We've told you before, they talk to each other, and there's others that come in when they need to. And I think we were trying to explain that in the past live show.
Yeah.
That when you have all these different fractals of energy, they come in as individual energies, but they coalesce into a collective, and then they have a spokes representation of their own that brings that whole message from the group in through
comes forward to me, and then I take the message and then I put it in a video for them, and they're able to get that message out there. So
Yeah.
It is of the highest integrity. It has nothing to do with ego. I am simply paying it forward for all of the things that they've done for me and all of the support
Yep.
I've gotten. It's time to give that back and pay it forward to them. So I agreed to
Absolutely.
do that, and I will do that. And you'll see it Saturday. Sometimes Saturday it'll pop up as a premiere, and you guys can
Yeah.
check it out. And
Just a brief message.
sure,
She's already
whatever
done one.
it's
She did Spirit Message.
Yeah.
And you'll see that you're going to create a playlist.
There's a playlist there. So the first one is on the playlist if you want to check it out. And then tomorrow, the other one will premiere, and you'll be able to see that and check it out. So
Yeah.
just a little something extra, just a way for me to thank Spirit for all their help.
Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's not part of the show, the regular show. It's a standalone.
It's a standalone on its
She'll
own.
post them when Spirit moves her, when she has a message to post them,
You
and they'll
bet.
go in our shorts
Yeah.
on the playlist. Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go.
Awesome sauce.
Max, are you doing shows this weekend? You usually do.
Yeah.
You
You doing
doing
one
one
right
tonight?
after this?
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
probably.
gonna. Smoking and G's got her own channel too, and she's awesome.
Yeah.
She just gets on
thank
there
you.
and chats about things and makes you
Yeah.
crack up. She's got a great following. So yeah, and her
I like when she plays into Groove's music.
yeah.
I do. Oh, you got it. Yes, I'm a musician.
Yeah,
I've got to.
love to get some of that too.
I got to put my cats on there once in a while. You know.
Now,
My
you had a
K8.
band. You had a band. Are you getting ready to put a band together again, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm contemplating whether I want to do that. But
it's the commitment part I think you're having a little trouble with.
Yeah, well, and so much, we're still in a new home, and there's so much to do. I also paint, I have dogs, I have all these things going on. But yeah, I talked to a musician, so he kind of spurred me a little bit. We'll see.
Good. Wow,
That's
love
awesome.
to hear some of your stuff. Your opening, is that your music? I didn't.
No,
I
it's
didn't
not.
recognize that. Okay.
I do have 2 openers. I use my own music too. That latest
cool.
one, though, no, that I wish. That's a very cool song.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was.
song.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
And
Now, you also
Groove does
paint.
a lot for you too. Groove?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I play Indie Groove. He's cool. Please check out his channel.
Oh yeah, I've been
Absolutely.
checking out his
Yeah.
He
channel.
does all kinds of stuff.
mad drumming skills.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I
Wow.
wish he
Vintage
lived next
drum.
door to me. You don't even
I
know.
know, right? Why not?
Why? We have to be 1,200 miles away. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you also paint. You paint to canvas. You work with acrylics, oils, watercolor.
I had to stop about a year and a half ago because I was moving, because it just takes everything from, out of you when you
Yeah.
across the country here. But prior to that, I was doing spray paint on canvas. I'll show you
cool.
some. I'll make a video and show some of my stuff. And yes,
You
I'm going to
should.
get. Yeah, and I do
No, you
acrylic as
should.
well. Yeah.
Acrylic.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
I see.
I like to
the
do acrylic pours are
Yeah.
fun too.
Yeah.
You get the swirly look and all of that. Yeah, it's really
yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
I enjoy it too. Yeah, it's fun.
Yep. Something new, folks. From
Yep, most definitely.
something new from Insane Tumblers.
Oh yeah,
My totem tumbler has been completed.
nice. Here, let
Next
me
I
to
see.
like
the
the
owl.
owl.
The owl, the butterfly, the lion, and the snake. Those are 4 of
Ooh.
my favorite totems.
Nice.
And Rocky Stucci put it on
A
A
totem
nice-
cup.
totem tumbler.
Wow.
Right on.
Yep. And he has 2 different kinds of lids that come with it.
Yeah,
so
they're
that's
really
one.
high quality.
Don't go, Lori. That
tumblers.
was one. The
Uh-huh.
second one
Okay.
I posted on Facebook was from Mark Bright, and that was sent to Australia with Mark's logo, but
Fantastic.
his banner. But Lori had this one made. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. And if you look at the description of our YouTube channel, if you go to the About section on YouTube, we have rewritten and upgraded our description just to represent our evolution. But there you go. So Lori had this made up for
Dr. Emoto would love that.
Dr. Emoto. Yeah.
Treating
That's
your
a
water,
beautiful
just
one.
picking it up and reading it.
Yep, it's all
course,
infused. That
You
was
remember
the
the
thinking.
Andromeda. We still have the Andromeda.
Got our originals. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Those
stuff.
are really cool.
They're really,
Yeah.
really good quality too. I mean, I go everywhere with this thing.
And
Most
he's print to
definitely.
order. Rocky's print to order. So if you want one of those,
come up
just
with a
tell him.
design, send it to him. He'll throw it on a cup for you and send it out. So
Yeah, or if you want
Nice.
one of these, he keeps it
Sure.
in his what do he call it? Anyway,
Probably
his
is a
made to
library.
order list, his library.
Yeah.
So if you say, "Oh, I want a totem like Teresa's with the
Sure, he could do it. 'Cause
owl,"
he's got
and
it.
he can do one
Yeah.
up for you.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, just deal with him directly. This isn't about us selling.
No. We just love him and
We're
we
just
love
letting you know that Rocky did a great job for us.
Yeah,
Like four
yeah.
different
So
designs now.
we're
4
bragging
different
about
designs.
him.
Yeah,
We love him. Yeah.
we're bragging about the stooch.
He's our
Okay,
buddy.
so thank you. That's
Yes.
it, Lori.
Thank you, Smoking and G. Love
Oh,
seeing you. It was
thank
such a
you
pleasure.
so
Thank
much.
you.
So much
Love it.
fun.
And Max, always love you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Got some great wisdom, you two. And
I
thanks
think
for
we ought to
being
have
here.
a jam session here. You know.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be
We're
fun.
gonna get into groove on here. Barry with his guitar.
Ooh, there you go.
Barry,
Yeah.
Smoking and
Yeah.
G, and you.
Jam
you
session.
two have a lot in common. Lori and G. They
Yeah, we do.
very much alike. You went to the same high school and didn't even know it, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We were probably
years?
several years apart.
Yeah.
I'm a bit older, but yeah, we went to the same high school. We know the same. We probably, if we really chatted, we'd probably figure out more people we know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
yeah,
definitely.
probably,
Most
yeah.
definitely.
Well, you know, the thing about the two of you is your voice.
Oh,
It must be you folks in Nevada.
it is.
Hey, watch it.
From Reno, Nevada.
Nevada.
Get the
Nevada.
voice.
They just have this really, they have this like high.
We're friendly. We
We're
come from
friendly.
a friendly town. The sun shines here all the day.
Don't think Max is laughing. It's true. It's like hi. We're just
Don't you
hanging
hate it
out.
when
We're-
they say
We're just
Nevada?
chilling, stay frosty.
Oh. Well, we can't all live in Maryland where it rains 24/7.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm the way I am. If you have to live in monsoon country,
Yep.
no one's
So
like-
everybody in Nevada is a 1950s doll or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh
You know.
boy.
Ah,
Well, you know, we do have the balloon races going on right now. We have all these events. We've got the air races coming up in the end of September, and
Yeah.
just tons and tons of events, lots of entertainment. It's a beautiful place to come and visit, that's for sure.
Yeah, snow skiing,
Snow skiing.
Lake Tahoe.
yeah. Tahoe. God, God's country.
I know. I grew up in Tahoe. I hate to
Yeah,
say it,
Kings
but it's
Beach.
true. Yes,
Kings
and Chimney Beach. It's a little
Okay.
hidden beach
Yes.
with the locals. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Got in trouble for not having any bathing suits on in that little area there.
Excuse me? What
they're
did you
like,
say?
hello.
Yeah, we used to cut school and go up there and hang out. Yeah, yeah.
Now's
back
the
in
time for your
day.
hello there, Teresa.
Hello.
Too
Might
funny.
be like,
What happened to the
hello.
sultry
Go
voice?
look the other way. Oh, the sultry voice. Yeah.
Mhm. All
Well,
right,
it's-
everybody.
It's a frequency of love and
Absolutely.
energy and pure, just love and energy. That's all.
Mhm.
You know, and truth.
Yeah. As
Truth.
Brian says, be the frequency you want to receive.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Everyone, have a terrific weekend, and
Please do.
remember, keep lucky and Ken Isby in your hearts and minds, and Gazakov.
Sending him lots of love. You
his
bet.
success. And
Gazakov's
Jeannie
going to be
and
amazing at what
everybody.
he's doing. Yep.
thank you, Jeannie, for
Those people are
contributing.
lucky to have him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you,
All
Jeannie,
right.
for your contribution.
Peace and love, everybody. Thanks
Appreciate it.
again. Bye now.
Love you.